Hello and welcome back to my channel once again. This is for class 12, the questions on reproduction and their solutions. These are typical questions which are FAQ, frequently asked. Number 1 is abortion can happen spontaneously. Explain. Here we have to say pregnancy is a hormonally controlled process. So any change in body's hormonal environment like low level of progesterone can also lead to abortion. Only this much you have to write. Second is all reproductive tract infections are STDs. STDs means sexually transmitted diseases. But all STDs are not RTIs. Justify with example. In fact, RTI affect the genital organs and all other such infections could spread through sexual contact. Hence, all RTIs are STDs, but some STD like hepatitis B and AIDS, they may not affect the genital organs directly. Why? Because they can be transfused through blood. So how come they are directly involving the genital organs? Not always. But they spread through sexual contact also. Hence they are not RTIs. Question number 3 is describe the chemical methods of birth control. Number 1, oral pills inhibit ovulation and prevents implantation of the embryo. Number 2 is spermicidal foams and other such chemicals like sperm jellies, then spermicidal creams, etc. They are such chemicals which are introduced into the vagina just before sexual intercourse in order to kill the sperm. What are typical characteristics for an ideal contraceptive? Contraceptives should be effective and reversible with no side effects. They should be easily available in the market. They should not interfere with sexual drive or desire. And they should be user friendly. Coming to next, other questions. Distinguish between parthenocarpy and parthenogenesis. Parthenocarpy is a natural or artificially induced production of fruit without fertilization, whereas parthenogenesis is asexual reproduction in which unfertilized egg develops into embryo. Parthenocarpy, here the fruit is seedless, for example bananas, and parthenogenesis, the fruit is of maternal origin, example rose, oranges, etc. Distinguish between perisperm and endosperm. Perisperm is the persistent nucellus of the embryo sac and endosperm is the nutritive tissue of the embryo. Perisperm is diploid and endosperm is triploid. Example, perisperm's example is beet, endosperm's example is maize, wheat, etc. The cereal crops basically. Next question is give an example of plant which came to India as a contaminant and causes pollen allergy. None other than Parthenium. Number 7. How can you say that cleistogamy ensures autogamy? And state one advantage, one disadvantage of cleistogamy. What is cleistogamy? Cleistogamy means the flowers that do not open. The phenomenon of the flowers not opening is known as cleistogamy. The flowers which do not open at all so that it is unable to access any pollen grain from other flower. Hence, cross-pollination cannot occur in such plants. This phenomenon ensures autogamy. Advantage. It does not have to depend on external pollinating agents. They are self-sufficient. And disadvantage is, since variation does not occur, it is unable to produce genetically superior progeny. Next is, what are the post-fertilization events in angiosperms? Number 1, formation of zygote at the micropylar end, which results into development of zygote into embryo. Number 2 is fusion between one sperm cell and diploid polar nuclei to form a triploid primary endosperm nucleus, PEN, P-E-N, which finally develops into primary endosperm cell, that is PEC. The next question is, what is the significance of double fertilization? Double fertilization is in angiosperms, which is needed for forming viable seeds, since it ensures the formation of embryo as well as endosperm. Define the following terms. Funiculus, what is it? It is the stalk of the seed. Replum, persistence of septum after dehiscence of the fruits. Mericarp, it is a portion of the fruit which matures at a separate fruit. Number 4 is carpophore, which is an extension of floral axis between adjacent carpels. So this much for today. Have a good time. Exam time is approaching faster, so be prepared also. These are very, very helpful questions. I will come with another set of videos. Please allow me to do so by sharing to as many people as possible. Thanks a lot.